No, Marshall, Eminem doesn't want to have sex with you. Oh, hey, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to the wood. It's Monday. It is Monday, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Fuck it. It's a day of the week. Today we're going to be discussing all-time greatest comedy movies. There's a thing on this list that you can do like highest votes or popularity. So I just clicked popularity. So I'm imagining that I'm going to disagree with like how they have these ordered. But anyways, it's going to be fun. Tomorrow we're going to be discussing odd and weird frivolous lawsuits. That should be fun. And we're going to be joined by Steve McRae tomorrow. And let me get this chick's name over here on Twitter that where I won't forget her, because I always seem to forget some people's name. Her name is Elisa, but she goes by on YouTube, and her Twitter is at Poor Old Kilgore. She's a very attractive lady. So anyways, she's going to be here tomorrow with Steven. And Wednesday, we're doing a science show with Landon Noel. And I don't know about Thursday yet, but we'll figure it out. And so I'd like to thank everybody for joining us. I know it's Monday. It's fucking hard to get going and flowing. And if you're wondering why I have a massive scratch under my eye, red eye zipper got me.
You were shit fighting again.
I was sucking that dick and red eye zipper caught me in the face.
You were shit fighting for dollary dues in a back alleyway somewhere.
Yeah. And remember, guys, at the end of the show, we will take questions and also tips and new Patreons. We need them massively because I lost a couple some Patreons, and, the smaller Patreons, when you lose them, they start to add up. So if you want to become a Patreon, please consider that. And also tips. And also at the end of the show, I'm going to be discussing some stuff that's coming up for this channel. So let's go on and let's talk about some comedy movies. And I clicked it on popularity. You could go by alphabetical, the rating, the number of votes, release date, and I just picked popularity. So these is popular ones. There's 100 of them. We're not gonna go through all 100. There's just no way. But the first one on the list is The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Ooh, good one.
It is a funny one. I enjoyed that movie quite a bit. To be honest with you, I did not, when it first came out, I wasn't sure I was going to like the movie because it just didn't seem like, I thought it was going to be too goofy, but it wasn't goofy. It was actually a very well-written movie, well-written film.
It's one of those movies that's, especially, with comedies, it's really timeless. Like, you can just always go back to it and it'll always be funny regardless of how old it is. And that's one of the best qualities of a good comedy movie.
Yeah, and Steve Carell is a pretty good actor. I like him.
He's a creative guy. If I'm not mistaken, he actually created like all of the fucking Despicable Me characters and their voices and shit. He's a really talented dude.
And there's an actor in this movie that I enjoy his films so much. And because he's been in so many movies, like a lot of them are mostly character actors, but then he started getting his own starring roles. Paul Rudd. I really enjoy the actor Paul Rudd. I think he's awesome. Anyways, it's a great movie. What do you think about the movie, Red? Have you seen it?
I actually haven't seen that one.
Red's like, seen it? Hell, I am a 40-year-old virgin. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I've lived it. Yeah, I am living that fucking movie right now. But I actually haven't seen that movie.
It's pretty decent. I would not put it in my top 10. I wouldn't.
No.
Which one is this? Is this number one on their list?
This is number one on it's on the popularity. Yes, it's listed number one.
Okay, yeah.
As far as popularity, so yeah, a lot of the movies will most likely be newer movies because it's the internet, younger people voting. However, there's a couple I'm already looking at right here that's kind of older, that's down my alley. Like number 2, Caddyshack.
Yeah.
And a nice little nugget of information about Caddyshack. It was not a hit when it first came out. It later became a cult classic.
Yeah, the fucking gopher, Bill's character in that thing, the groundskeeper. It's just
I love
Rodney Dangerfield, Chevy Chase. It's just got From when I was growing up, it I don't know why it was a hit. It wasn't a hit at first because it had all the big names in it. It was a good script and it was a fucking funny movie. But part 2, we can discuss that another day.
Yeah, I didn't care for part 2, even though Dan Aykroyd was the only really light of that movie.
Yeah, and the chocolate bar in the pool, how they evacuated it thinking it was a fucking like a Bondi cigar, and then he's worked it out and picked it up and it looked like a polywaffle. He's just bitten it, he bites into it, and like the lady watches him eat it and she faints. It's
But have you guys seen it, the younger dudes? Have you seen Caddyshack? Come on.
I have not seen it.
Nope.
Oh my god. Okay, that's on homework. That's homework. You gotta watch Caddyshack.
All right, write it down.
Seriously though, I would love for you to watch it and come back and give me your opinion, because at first it was like, when it first came out, it was like people were like, even the man who wrote it, the National Lampoon, from the magazine, and wrote National Lampoon's Vacation Life, he thought it sucked. But it became like a massive hit later on down the road, and the Gopher is like a fucking icon now. He danced to the Kenny Loggins music.
And Bill did play one of his best characters in that movie.
Most memorable character.
Yeah, definitely.
And just the cast alone, you got to think about it. You had Chevy Chase, right? You had Bill Murray. You had Rodney Dangerfield in one movie together.
That's a great
one. No respect. No respect.
I mean, it's a fucking classic. It's a great movie. Again, I don't know if I'd put it in my top 5 or 10, but it's a very good movie. I love it. I love the movie. The next one is another National Lampoon movie. It's National Lampoon's Vacation.
The Griswolds.
Yes.
Yeah. It just doesn't get much better than that for a fucking Chevy in his prime doing his thing, and he was fucking good at it and
great at it.
The Griswolds were the quintessential American nuclear family just trying to go on a shitty holiday.
And see, Chevy Chase's comedy was different than a lot of, because he was a physical comedian. First of all, he was a very good physical comedian, but he was also, to me, he always seemed to have like a little bit of a British style of comedy, a little bit dry, you know what I mean? But it was funny as fuck. I've always liked British stand-up, so because they're always a little drier. A lot of American comedians are really loud and up in your face, and I think Chevy was kind of like British style in a way, but very good movie. Do what, buddy?
A little more reserved, sort of.
Yeah, a little more reserved, exactly.
And he was on early Saturday Night Live too. He was good.
Yeah. Well, he was on the original. He was really, really good friends with the creator of National Lampoon, and he was in a lot of. He was actually on the writing staff of National Lampoon. So there's a movie on Netflix about National Lampoon. I can't think of the damn name of the movie, but it's a really good movie. You need to watch it. Anyways, I love Vacation. National Lampoon's Vacation. Definitely a great movie to watch. If you haven't seen it, you got to watch it. The next one, okay. Oh, the Wedding Crashers is it.
Never seen it. Didn't even bother.
Yeah.
It's okay. I have seen it. It's okay. I don't see why it would be so popular being like the number 4 on this list. I don't. I mean, it's all right. It's not terrible, but it's definitely not great. And none of you seen it, so you can't really give me your feedback. So I'm the only one. I've probably seen way more comedy movies than any of these people, to be honest with you, because it's what I do. I love comedy. The next one, American Pie.
Ooh.
It didn't mind it. I found it was, and I'm comparing it to the old school movies of Animal House, Porky's, and all that shit. It just wasn't. Didn't seem to have that fucking shock factor to me compared to Porky's and the other. I don't know if it's a generational thing. It was still a good movie, well written. That's the
was well written.
The band camp scene. So when I was at band camp, it's like, yeah,
it's like a flute up my pussy.
Yeah,
it was it was Porky's of the 90s, in my opinion.
Yeah,
it was the Revenge of the Nerds, Porky's kind of style, but it was done in the 90s, and it was controversial because he fucked a pie. And if anybody says spoiler, you can go fuck yourself. This movie came out in 1996 or something. Go fuck yourself if you say spoiler. Yeah, it was. I liked it. I would definitely would not put it in my top 10, but
yeah, it's just like a fine movie.
Yeah, it's good for some chuckles. It's they did way too many sequels though.
It's like a generational snapshot. It's like Porky's and Revenge of the Nerds and all that stuff, sort of from when I was growing up, and American Pie franchise and a few of the others are from the next generation on. And like, they're not bad movies, they're just not fucking great movies.
But see, now the next one is a great movie, The Big Lebowski.
Oh fuck yes.
Yeah.
The dude, The Big Lebowski is
gets memed today still.
Oh yeah, it will always be memed because it's such a memorable film. And John Goodman's character in it is unforgettable. I loved his fucking character in that movie.
That dude's a great actor.
Yes, he is. I think they should put a wig on him, and he's a great actor. Jeff Bridges is a great actor. It was a great movie. Not only was it funny, but it had a great storyline. It didn't push a joke down your throat. It was just a great fucking movie, and I loved it. Definitely.
I'm surprised that's not higher on this list. To be
yeah, same.
In my top. I could say this would be in my top 10 comedy. Yeah, Lebowski is a good choice, very good choice. The next one, okay, The Hangover.
It has its moments, but it's just I definitely wouldn't put that in my top 10.
Yeah,
The Hangover was decent. It was good. Like again, good for a few chuckles, good laughs. But 2 and 3, no.
I didn't even see 3.
Yeah, the sequels.
Yeah,
the sequels blew dick. I mean, it really did. I mean, it's called The Hangover. They pushed it with the sequels. I mean, really, they did. Because you really can't have that fucking much bullshit the next day. But yeah, go ahead.
Again, it's not a bad movie. It's just not a fucking good movie, in my opinion.
yeah. It's just like to me, it was just a mediocre movie. So I'm really surprised it's this high. But I guess because it's so recent, or at least
that's going to be a lot of these with popularity value. It's going to be because they're recent. Because already, I mean, I know some of these movies are going to be on the list, so I'm not going to mention them, but they should be like way more popular than some of the ones we've already mentioned. But the next one, Scary Movie.
Never seen that one.
I'm going to go 2 thumbs up for this because who is it? The Wayans brothers?
The Wayans brothers, yes.
Right. Those guys are pretty fucking good. They like to push the whole thing, and I'm yet to see them get called on their whiteface, but that's all right. I'm happy to wait until society catches up and stops having the double standard.
Yeah, they have done whiteface.
Good writing, funny gags. They're not trying to be anything more than what they are, and that actually benefits them. So you don't go in with high expectations, and you're pleasantly surprised at some of the funny gags and all the pop culture references are what works. It's like
it's full on goofy humor. It's what it is. It's full on goofy. It's not meant to be, like you said, nothing else but what it presents itself to be. It's cornball comedy, which can be very, very funny.
Yeah, I agree with Lord J. That's another movie with way too many sequels.
Yeah. But see, with those type of movies here, is that like in the part 1, they made fun of the Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer kind of deal. And then the sequels, they made fun of like monster horror. So, I mean, like The Ring and stuff like that. So, I mean, at least they did change it up.
Yeah, and the beauty of movies like the Scream franchise is you just got to wait a year and wait for the pop culture to write itself for the year and all the movie references, and you can come up with a new movie.
Yeah.
If there's a new franchise out there that you can take the piss out of, you got a base to write a movie script, and the Wayans brothers can latch on to shit like that and really flesh it out into something that's, like I said, it's not groundbreakingly the best comedy I've ever seen, but it is definitely fucking funny shit.
Yeah,
and
it's
I
funny.
always get a fucking good belly laugh out of those movies. It's like I don't go in expecting to see Picasso's a masterpiece, but I'm never left disappointed. There's always a really good pop culture references, and they take the piss out of themselves as well.
And that's what it is. It's a pop culture comedy, and that's exactly, it's well said, Red. And that's the way it's supposed to be. And they didn't present it to be nothing else but. And so I think they did a good job. Again, I definitely wouldn't put this in the top 10 or anything like that, but yeah, it's decent.
Yeah.
The next movie, Ghostbusters.
That's got to be in the top fucking 5. That the original Ghostbusters, to me, I saw it young. I actually bought the soundtrack, and it got me into blues and all that because there's a lot of bluesy based stuff, and it was a great ride. Part 2, I enjoyed it. Haven't seen the new one, but the original Ghostbusters, Slimer, the whole spookiness of it was a fucking scary ride for when you were younger. It was that right medium of scary but not gory.
Yeah.
And it just took itself seriously enough, like even though it was just a ridiculous premise.
Yeah, exactly. And took kids along for the ride and scared them a little bit, but not enough to give them fucking horrible nightmares, because they ended up fucking cleaning up the town. Ghostbusters 1. It was fucking great.
Well done. It was well done, well made, well acted. Bill Murray, again, a great actor, great comedy guy. Dan Aykroyd again. I mean, I love Dan Aykroyd. I agree. I don't know if I'd put it in my top 5, but I definitely liked it. One of my favorite scenes, of course, was the ghost blowjob.
Timeless.
The snot. Actually, when fucking Vinkman got slimed, he's like he's screaming, he's going, oh my god, he's slimed me.
I enjoyed it as a kid. I enjoyed it.
Brilliant. It was a brilliant ride. That was it. It was a really, really cool story that adults and kids could go and see, and everyone's going to walk out pretty happy with the experience.
Yeah, it was pretty decent. And of course, the one of the biggest soundtracks songs. I mean, the song of the fucking movie was "Who You Gonna Call?" Ghostbusters song, and that fucking thing was so popular when that movie came out. That song was so huge.
Oh, a lot of those tracks, like I actually got right into it, and there's one called "Cleaning Up the Town," and it starts out with a wicked piano riff, and it's just like this soul band, and they just cut loose and go fucking crazy for this entire song, and it got me into that entire type of music because I grew up in a place where it's very limited. It's like metal, punk, and radio, and then I heard this cool stuff coming from these Hollywood movies, and it opened up all the different types of music to me. It was really cool.
Now, it was good. The next movie I love. Now, some people don't. I love it. Superbad.
I like Superbad.
I love Superbad. Fuck me, right? I love that fucking song. Fuck me, right? Of course, it introduced us to McLovin, and it was just a funny movie. I wouldn't put this in my top 10, but it was definitely it's a good movie. I enjoyed it tremendously. Do you guys like it?
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
Oh, okay. Well, I like it. It introduced us to Jonah Hill and Michael Cera. Is that his name?
No, Michael Cera's the other skinny dude.
Yeah, I said Jonah Hill and Michael Cera.
What is that? What is McLovin's name? That's not Michael Cera.
No, that's the star. The Michael Cera's the star of the show.
I don't remember Michael Cera being in that movie.
He's the star of the show. Him and the fellow Jonah Hill.
I have not seen this movie in quite a while.
It's based on their two characters.
I only remember Jonah Hill and McLovin.
McLovin was like the sidekick. He wasn't even really He was like
He's
filler.
the party. Okay, that's
He,
no.
he became the most popular thing about the movie, but the stars of the movie was Michael Cera and Jonah Hill.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch this movie.
Yes, you are. It's a good movie though. I liked it. Next one, gotta love this one, Animal House.
That's the shit. It's like toga.
Food fight. It's just so much.
What am I? I'm a zit.
Yeah. But yeah, it was it's fucking awesome. You guys seen Animal House, right?
A while ago.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix in Australia right now, and I'm planning to watch it several times.
It is so funny. It's John Belushi's character will always be remembered because I mean that's just a phenomenal movie. It's definitely in my top 10. I don't know what number, but it's definitely in my top 10. Love Animal House. Absolutely love it. Well, funny as fuck.
Those guys apparently went on to become the writers of the first lot of writers of Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, they were all National Lampoon. They were all National Lampoon, yeah.
Right, and that's where a lot you can see a lot of Belushi definitely just was. Let's just say that he ingested more booger sugar than a third world fucking country probably did in a year just on the set of that movie. You can tell he's just tearing around. He's like, you can see the sheen of sweat on his face all the time. It's like, yeah, that's booger sugar sweat. That.
Yeah, he was definitely. That's what ended up killing him.
Yeah, well, and that's the same sort of. Not far after that, he was on Saturday Night Live doing the Delhi samurai or whatever, and that skit was hilarious. It's like someone went, let's give this guy a samurai sword in a confined space with other actors standing around.
Funny.
Let's see what happens.
It's that movie came out in '78. I was a year old when that movie came out, and it's fucking phenomenal. It's so good.
You got to talk about the next one. Then we might be jumping the queue, but it starts with B.
Well, we are jumping the gun. We'll get there.
All right. We'll leave that because
we're going in order of this list. Is what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. Shaun of the Dead is the next one. Love it.
Yeah, it's a great one.
Love Shaun of the Dead.
What I love about that is that Romero was actually a fan of that movie.
Yeah,
his shit. It
was fucking fantastic, dude. The writing of that movie was excellent. The acting of that movie is excellent. It's definitely when you hear people talk about great comedies, you never really hear them mention Shaun of the Dead, but I wish they would because I think it should be up there.
Yeah, it's a good horror comedy with a couple of the writing's really good because there's a couple of really sad scenes in it, like spoilers where his mum gets bit and all. There's some really sad bits in it, and the other movie, we won't mention, but anything that guy touches, it's usually fucking gold.
Oh yeah,
and there's a small circle of those guys, like I forget his co-star's name that was in that movie with him, but he's in a bunch of other stuff. Then you got there's several comedians that all like a small nexus and they've all been on QI. And if you have a look at all of their work, it's all quality shit. Everything that those folks do usually is years and years of writing and development before it gets printed. And it's
you're speaking of Simon Pegg and Nick Frost.
Yes. Nick Frost. That's it. Nick Frost is fucking. He's been in some really good. Like he can act. Those guys can fucking act.
Yeah, they're very good. That movie's excellent, dude. It's a top notch comedy, dude.
Yeah,
and it's got, like you said, it's also got. It's not. You think of the premise of the movie and everything, it's going to be one of those really cornball, but it's not cornball.
Yeah, and
it has it has an undertone of the film there, the friendship between those two dudes.
Yes,
it's just
the ending.
Yeah, the ending.
The fucking ending. Just it's like I was really bummed, and the way they finished it was like, you know what? Out of a shitty situation, he's probably that's a really good ending for that movie. It's like you're sitting there and he tries to lean over and start chewing on his meat, but no, he just points at the TV and he keeps fucking playing.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
That'll be me if I ever get zombified. Just sitting in front of a gaming PC and just keep pointing my head at the screen. Slap me once in a while.
I just want to find Beyonce's zombie corpse and fuck her. That's all I want to do in the apocalypse. I'd fuck a dead Beyonce. I would.
No, I don't know.
I would.
Is fucking zombie necrophilia? Because they're not really like dead.
They're undead.
They're the living dead.
I'm pretty sure once they've crossed that point of no return and they become dead, being undead's just, yeah, that's still necroing the fuck out of something. Sorry.
Just take a bunch of Ambien and fuck the dead bitch. Is all I'm saying.
Oh no, god damn it! Now we got to give him $20 every time. That was the deal, man.
Yeah. This next one is, to me, is pretty fucking hilarious, and it was a great movie. Coming to America, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll agree with that one. Eddie Murphy, in his prime, was one of the funniest people on the planet. Period. He's Raw and Delirious are two of the funniest stand-up fucking things you'll ever see in your goddamn fucking life.
Absolutely. Good
now,
stuff.
is the movie where he's like an African prince or some shit? Okay,
yes,
yeah, I've seen this.
Yeah, it's a really good. It's a decent movie. I wouldn't say it's one of the greatest of all time, but I have seen it quite a few times. If I'm bored and it's on and I ain't got nothing else to do, I'll watch it.
It's a good story.
Yeah, it's a good story. I love it because the dad's wanting to get his daughter married to rich people. And he's like, he's got his own money. I mean, he literally has his own money and shows money with a picture of him on it. I love that. Yeah, it's a good movie.
Eddie Murphy can fucking act. And of course, he's a Saturday Night Live alumni. So, the hot tub fucking
hot in the hot tub.
Nothing made me laugh fucking more when I saw him come out strutting out and he just ripped off that robe and he's in speed as he starts. Hot tub. It's fucking awesome.
Hot in the hot tub. Next movie, Spaceballs.
Yeah. Bravo. Yes. Ludicrous speed.
Ludicrous speed, yeah. It's been so long since I've seen that fucking movie, dude.
Mel Brooks, fucking comical genius. Love that guy.
Yeah.
It was a Darth Helmet, that's right.
Yeah, Darth Helmet, yeah. Yeah, dude, it's a great movie.
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Candy playing the Wookiee like fucking creature,
the dog like guy or whatever. Fucking
Barf.
Barf.
That's it.
Yeah, dude, that was funny. That was awesome. Have you not seen it, Admiral? Because I know.
No, I've seen it. I love that movie.
Yeah,
it's just I don't know what more to say about it than it's just awesome because it's just. I already love sci-fi movies, so
a lot of people don't know that movie actually had.
Hold up 1 second, y'all keep on talking.
I was gonna say a lot of people don't know that movie had George Lucas's blessing and like he actually let them use stock footage from Star Wars and shit. The only thing was they couldn't merchandise any of the fucking toys of the guys because they didn't want it to get confused with like real Star Wars toys.
Oh yeah.
So that's why they have that whole bit in the temple or whatever about merchandising because they couldn't actually make any.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like when they're reviewing the video of the movie slave. So
yeah, that's my favorite.
It's just like that's a complete quantum clusterfuck to me. It's just like what the goddamn hell are we doing? It's like we're caught up to the time. We're watching ourselves in the movie right now. It's like wow.
It's just so funny. The next one, okay. I don't really have a lot of thought. Honestly, I'm not a fan of the movie. Big, Tom Hanks.
Never seen it.
It's about a kid that gets like morphed into an adult body.
Actually, I do remember that movie, and it wasn't when you for a younger person, it's entertaining.
So it's okay. Like I said, I mean, it's like it had the famous scene where he was dancing on the big keyboard that's on the floor. You know, that's a pretty famous.
Oh,
scene.
I've seen that scene.
Yeah, it's a famous scene. I don't hate it. I just don't really like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just
I was pretty young. I was pretty young when I saw it, so I did enjoy watching it. But like I said, if I was watched it in my 40s, I'd probably go.
Yeah, it's definitely not something that I would enjoy as an adult. No, it came out in '88, so I was like 11. So it's
early
like
teens.
yeah. The next one, if you don't like this movie, you can get the fuck out. Stripes.
Oh, goddamn, hell yeah.
Yeah, Stripes is awesome.
That's another one where Murray
Bill Murray fucking shine in this movie. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Yeah, it's awesome. Have you guys seen Stripes?
A really long time ago. I barely remember anything about that movie.
Yeah, well, there you go, Admiral. You got to watch this fucking thing, dude. You really do. I mean, you don't have to, but I wish you would.
What's it about?
Like,
it's just basically a bunch of dudes just get into the army and then bumblefuck their way into a fucking secret op with a fucking super secret fucking weapon, and then the bumblefucking just turns into a glow. It's just
a big clusterfuck, and then it's. I don't want to tell you because
I just want to know the general idea.
It's a catastrophe. It's just like a cascade of clusterfucks.
I think I would say it's probably one of the funniest, if not the funniest, military comedy I've seen. I'd definitely put it there. Next movie's so fucking overrated in my opinion. I know people are gonna hate me for this, but Dumb and Dumber.
I like Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Had good moments, but
it's not. It's
It
not like
had its
top 10.
moments. That's it. There was moments in it that were funny, but as a whole movie, not so much.
The fucking sequel was an abortion.
The sequel was the sequel sucked. The first one is okay. I can't even tolerate the sequel. But I mean, people say, "Well, it's dumb." Well, yeah, it's named Dumb and Dumber, but it's the funniest scene that I can, off the top of my head, for the movie is two scenes actually. But when they was on the moped, going into Colorado, going into Aspen, and he apparently he pissed on him, and when he stood off, it got a little chilly around that corner. Yeah, it was pretty fun. It was stuck. And then, of course, when they were trying on the outfits, and he liked the one Jim Carrey, and Jim Carrey did that little dance. For some reason, I always remember that.
Yeah, it was the most annoying sound in the world. And what's funny about that shit is that was completely unscripted. And if you pay close attention, you can see everyone in the car start laughing hard as fuck before they cut away.
And he killed that fucking owl, whatever it was, with that fucking corpse. Yeah, I mean, there's moments in the movie that are definitely memorable. But I think it's okay. It has a rating of 7.3 on IMDb.
It's not top 10, but it's a funny movie.
So next one, make the O face. Office Space.
Oh yeah.
Fucking love that movie. Did you just say to Office Space?
I heard an
Oh, it's good. I love the old face. I liked it. I would not put it in my top 10 by any means, but I did like it. It was funny. I can't think of that one dude's name. I like him a lot. Anyways, next, Napoleon Dynamite. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Love that movie.
It's not bad.
I loved it. I thought it was okay. Here's one of those movies that it was just so different.
Yeah, tonally, it's a very unique film.
It was very different. My gosh, Becky. I mean, it's just, I just enjoyed it. Again, not top 10, but I enjoyed it tremendously. I would watch it again.
I haven't seen that movie in ages.
I love the character of the. See, a lot of times in movies, you'll notice me. It's usually not the star character that I pick out as my favorite character, but the character of the brother is my favorite character.
What was his fucking name?
I like me do that shit. And the motherfucker had that black chick. It's just so funny.
Fonda, dude.
So, yeah, it's funny. I liked it. Red said, eh.
No, it's not a crappy movie. It's just I didn't get right into it. Like, yeah, it's just
yeah. I mean, that's the see, everything is subjective. We know this, but comedy is the most subjective thing in the world, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've got very strange taste in what I find comedic. Sometimes a lot of people will just basically go, "You're a psychopath,"
and you know, people can agree or disagree with what I'm about to say, but to me, the most two important art forms are music and comedy.
No, I totally agree.
I think the comedy music is, and me, I'd put comedy a little bit above, but now that's what I love, right? Comedy is my thing. But yeah, because there's nothing like making someone laugh, really laugh. And being able to do it on like a regular basis is pretty cool. So I love comedy, and yeah.
That's the thing about comedy and music is that like it can cross like boundaries, like across the world. Like something can be funny to everybody, or like people from all over the world could like a song.
Exactly. The thing that is very, very true about comedy music. I'm glad that you said that, because if you think about it, even if someone can't understand what the people are saying, body gestures can give it. You can take an American comedian and make a dude from Iraq laugh.
That's why comedic timing is such a good gift to have.
Yeah. Yep. And a good queer sidekick like I got with Red Eye. Yeah. The next one is Home Alone. Really?
What?
Yeah, it's. I will give this one a fuck yeah. It was one of those stories. It's one of those movies where you can actually take younger kids, and there's a little bit of suspense and a bit spooky, but then you clearly see the kids getting the one up and turns the crooks into bumbling idiots, and it's just a good story that, entertaining, funny, with a decent fucking plot in it that's somewhat plausible in the real world. It's like there have been cases where parents have fucking gone away and, where's kid number 6? Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, and it's it's not the best comedy in the world, but I laughed. It's like the scene where he trips the dude up on the fucking all the balls and goes down the stairs and gets fucked up. They took the stuntmen in that movie took some pretty good falls.
It's a great comedy for kids.
Yeah. Good fall down comedy. That's what it's lots of physical fall down gags in it, which makes kids go.
And Joe Pesci is such a good actor. He can play such a serious character or such a fucking cornball like he did in that movie. So
exactly. Pesci's got chops. He can play a fucking hardcore gangster or an old fucking shitty gangster that's no longer got what it takes, or a bumbling fucking 2-bit hood. Yeah.
All right, next movie, Doctor Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb.
Yes, if you're haven't seen it, you need to see it just to say that you've seen it. You might not like it, you might get a lot out of that movie, but there's a lot of pop culture references to this day that are made about that fucking movie.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've seen this movie. I can't, to be honest with you, dude, it would be hard for me to pick out a scene. It's been so long. I have seen it, but I was like a kid, and the movie came out like 64. So yeah, it's a really older film, and so yeah, I can't really give an honest critique of the film or anything, because it's been so long I can't even really remember much of it.
Yeah, it's just a big basic fucking a look at the whole nuclear fucking problem through the eye of a very twisted fucking filmmaker, it's a great journey.
Now this next one, bow your motherfucking heads and show some respect for Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I mean, good God, dude. If you don't like Monty Python, you're mentally fucking retarded.
You can't have a top greatest comedies list without this movie being somewhere on there.
And there's other ones that's got to be on here too. I mean, Monty Python. There's got to be other Monty Pythons on here because it's fucking Monty Python.
My two favorite scenes is the scene at the fucking mouth of the cave, and And it's like the fucking, there's all the bones everywhere, and they're going, what's going on? And it's like, then you see this little white rabbit go, doot, doot, doot. It's like, oh, it's just a rabbit. And then it goes, just jumps straight at the first guy, straight rips the guy, and it's just dead knots everywhere. And the other one, where he's trying to get across the bridge, and he's got to, and he just starts lopping the fucking arms and legs off the Black Knight.
Yeah.
It's like,
Just a flesh.
he chops off one arm. He says, what? That's nothing.
Yeah, I
It's like-
love that scene. I love that fucking scene.
Loses a leg. He says, it's just a flesh wound.
Just a flesh wound. Yeah,
He ends up on the ground with no arms and legs. Says, come back here and I'll gnaw your kneecaps off or something like that.
And you know, the thing about that, what the scene is, it's so fucking, it's funny, but it's also a beautiful fucking scene of like people who are what's the words I'm looking for here?
Too much pride.
No, it ain't about just too much pride. It's about people who won't give up.
Yeah.
People, you know, people who's got that fucking gumption to keep going and won't stop the fight, right? You know,
Even when you should.
yeah, even when you should probably. And so yeah, it's got a lot of, and you could take it also too much pride. You could take it. So there you go. The beautiful thing about comedy, just like a song, you know, I can hear a song and you can hear a song and we get two different meanings out of the song, right? Just the same thing with comedy. You can do the same thing. So yeah, it's such a badass movie. That's definitely in my top 10, top 5, maybe even top 2. It's, well, I mean, it's up there. It's up there. Okay,
Yeah,
next
and
one.
I just want to say, everyone should also buy a pair of, have some coconut shells on hand to pretend that you're riding a horse, because it will complete your life.
Yeah. Yeah. Next movie, Airplane. Yes.
Airplane.
Yes.
Oh, is that
I'm going to be
Leslie-
frank with you. Can I be Shirley? Yes,
that,
that's Leslie Nielsen.
yeah, right. Yeah.
Yes, it's
Anything he was in, I will fucking watch and I will like it. I don't give a shit. He's cornball, fucking silly humor. I just lapped it up when I was a kid. Still enjoy it to this day.
and this is a cornball comedy, but it's about as good as you can possibly be at cornball. It's up there. It's master of cornball. You know what I mean? It's really fucking fun.
Because this movie was released in the middle of when they were releasing things like The Poseidon Adventure and Airport 76 and all the fucking disaster films. And this was like, someone sat down and said, yeah, let's flip this shit on its head and take the piss out of it. And this movie was created.
Now, it came out in 1980.
Yep.
So yeah, great movie. God damn, it's a good movie. The next one, I don't understand why it's here. You guys may completely disagree, but School of Rock.
I would not have that anywhere near my top comedies at all, but I enjoy the movie. Like, I don't know why that's there.
Yeah. I particularly am not a fan of the movie.
Yeah, it doesn't deserve to be on the list.
I am not the biggest Jack Black fan, by the way.
I love his fucking music. Like his acting and comedy, I could take or leave, but like his Tenacious D shit, I really. love.
Tenacious D's awesome.
I love his music.
But after Tenacious D, there was nothing Jack Black ever did that really impressed me much.
Yeah, I really respect him as a musician. Like I have barely seen any of his movies, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do you guys think? Red, you like it?
Yeah. Well, I play guitar, so I'm a Jack Black fan. But yeah, for kids, it's more.
Yeah. Okay.
Like Honest Red said, it's more directed towards kids and may inspire a kid to ask their mum and dad to waste $1,000 on a guitar and amp package at the local music store.
Yeah. And the next movie is another kick-ass movie, Super Troopers.
I
love Super Troopers. It's been a while since I've seen it. It's been quite a while, but have you seen it, Red?
Yes, and thought it was okay, but I didn't get carried. I didn't get carried off into Laughterland like a lot of people do. For some reason, it just never got me.
Oh, it got me. It did. I ain't gonna lie, it got me. I really did enjoy this fucking thing. What about you, Murph? You muted.
I didn't know I hit the button. My bad. No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, okay.
I've been meaning to though, because I have a couple friends who just like they just love the movie.
Yeah,
and I think, and some of them are like actual police officers, so I think that's why they just relate to the movie so much.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Well, I mean, like I said, but then again, you know, what I like, you may not dig so much, and that's the beautiful thing. And we're reading, like I said, I want to explain this again. This list is on IMDb, and I clicked the popular, from 1 to whatever popularity wise. So it's I like it. I can see why it's on the list. I like it. Next movie, I'm just gonna give you a line. You got knocked the fuck out.
Oh, God damn it.
It's Friday. You ain't got a job. You ain't got shit to do. We're going to get you fucked up. Friday. I love it. Love it.
Damn. I couldn't pick the line.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Not seen it.
You've not seen Friday?
I have not.
Don't worry, Marshall. I'm with you mostly. I've seen like a few clips here and there, but I've never actually seen the whole movie the whole way through.
Or like around, but I've never seen the
movie.
You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. You're killing me. It's fucking great. Honestly, after the first one, all the sequels, not a fan of the sequels. Day-Day, the character of Day-Day is okay, but Day-Day ain't never gonna match up to Smokey. Smokey was the shit. I love one of my favorite scenes is when he was taking the shit and the crackhead tells him, I ain't gonna tell nobody. And walks out, hey, everybody, Smokey back here taking the shit. It's so fucking funny. I love that goddamn movie. I love it. And not my top 10, but I love it. Next one, Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. You guys seen it?
Nope.
Long time ago.
May should have got some different guests for this one, huh, Red? These motherfuckers ain't seen shit.
I'm just a youngin'. I'm just a child.
Anyway, it's decent. It's not. It's okay. Yeah, I when it first came out, I was like, yeah, it's good. Years later, I'm like, it's okay.
We'll put it in the category of enjoyed it but wouldn't buy the DVD/Blu-ray.
Yeah. There you go. What about Happy Gilmore? That's the next one.
Yes. Don't give a fuck what anyone says. That movie made me cry with laughter, and we actually, because I used to play fucking golf, mucking around, nothing serious. It was just on Saturdays getting drunk with my mates. But we actually learnt to do drives like that just through sheer fuck. We did like not very often I'd go straight, but after a bit of practice, we were taking like 5 or 6 steps up and fucking nailing fucking balls, and it was hilarious.
I gotta be honest with you. The only scene I give a shit about in that whole movie is when he fought Bob Barker. I love that. No, it's an okay movie. It's okay.
It's one of Adam Sandler's better ones.
Yeah, I agree.
I actually would nominate it as one of his best fucking comedy works because it's genuinely funny. The whole thing where like his mate gets fucking eaten by the gator and shit. It's just it's funny as fuck. And the Bob Barker fight, you're absolutely right. That was hilarious. You don't see that coming, and it's just all of a sudden, and you got to give him fucking chops. They must have trained him up a bit to get him to choreograph that fight and shot it at the right angles because it looks like he was throwing some fucking nice punches, wasn't it?
The price is wrong, bitch. Yeah. The next one, the Blues Brothers.
Yes. What can be said about that movie? But fucking watch it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's in my top 10 of shit you got to watch.
Yeah, it's good. It's definitely good. Both John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd they were really good together. I mean,
just the music.
Yeah,
the really, music that come out of that movie.
Yeah, a lot of good music.
Oh,
fuck yeah! Movie. I liked it. Really good movie. Next one, I don't like it. I love it. Blazing Saddles.
the fucking bean scene.
Yeah, dude. It's Blazing Saddles is one of the funnier films ever. Yeah.
Oh, and imagine if you tried to release Blazing Saddles in 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, what year did that come out?
74.
Wow.
1974.
Where the phrase political correctness wasn't a thing. Just what's political correctness? That's a nonsensical term. I don't understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah. You know, the last video I did was talking about like actors like, you know, people like Richard Pryor, George Carlin. You know, that's motherfuckers wouldn't. It would be crazy today.
Yeah, I was listening to Hicks the other day, and whenever you listen to old like badass stand-up comics, it bums me out a bit because I'm like, this just would never work today. It just wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'd still work. It's just where they'd be doing their gigs would be a lot different. Like college tours. Yeah. Wouldn't fly on most college campuses today. And Joe Rogan he said, look, I stopped doing colleges about 5 years ago because the crowds are crap.
I don't even know if my college when I was there had any comedians show up. At this point, it's just like music artists. I think comedians just know it's not. They just don't want to go to those places anymore because they don't want to take the risk.
Yeah, depending on which way you lean politically, you're going to get eaten alive by about half your fucking audience.
Yeah,
can't win.
Next movie is Little Miss Sunshine.
Haven't seen it.
I have, but I don't remember anything about it. So it's been a while since I've seen it, and I don't really recall much of it. So I can't really give an honest opinion on it.
I see you, David.
Yeah, poster meme I don't know about.
Yeah. The next one, Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. Gage would suck your dick on this one. He loves this movie.
All I've got to say is that many years ago I saw this movie called The Crying Game, and there was a scene in it that I just went, oh, wow. And then I watched that movie, and when I heard that fucking theme start up, I was just Finkel is Einhorn Finkel, and I think I wet my pants laughing.
Yeah, I fucking love that movie. I like the sequel too.
Yes, the fucking scene where he comes out of the what is it, the rhino?
Yeah. Those people's faces were priceless.
The little girl, the look on that little girl's face from that scene is just like,
Mommy.
I don't know how much they paid her, but they didn't pay her enough. She's quite possibly the best fucking child actress I've ever seen in my life.
The way Jim did that too was great. Because like when he falls out onto the ground, like I feel like he actually watched animal birthing videos or some shit.
The sounds he made, like,
I can tell you guys like this movie way more than I do.
Oh fuck! I loved the original.
I'm not the greatest fan of the movie, to be honest with you.
Are you just not a Jim Carrey fan in general?
I liked it. I loved I loved a couple of them. I loved the one where I can't even think of the goddamn name of it now. Where they recorded his whole life.
Oh, the Truman Show.
Truman Show. Yeah, I love that. Liar Liar was pretty decent. I like Liar Liar. Yes Man was okay. I loved him in Man on the Moon as playing as Andy Kaufman. Excellent.
Oh, yeah. He went full method for that.
Yeah, excellent. But no, I'm not gonna say I'm a fan, like a giant fan of Jim Carrey.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just scenes in the Pet Detective where he walks into his apartment and he's just like, says, "Come to me, my jungle friends," and there's just like this fucking massive horde of animals just come flying out.
Yeah, there's some memorable scenes, and I remember the scene where he was in the, "Damn it, Jim, I'm a pool man, not a doctor. I'm a doctor, not a pool man," or something like that. I don't remember what he said there, but yeah, it's okay.
Yeah,
Einhorn is a man.
The next one, I seen it, but I remember nothing about. I don't. Old School.
No,
I've never seen that.
Luke Wilson, Vince Vaughn, Will Ferrell. I don't know nothing about it. I can't remember. I mean, I remember seeing it. So it's just not going to be one that we're going to talk much about. Next one, I love it. Trading Places. Great movie.
Yeah. Fucking awesome.
Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd. Have you guys seen it, younger guys? Okay, good. Marshall?
No.
Okay. I definitely would suggest watch it if you like. Eddie Murphy was really good back in those days.
I'm just gonna have to go back through this, write down everything that I haven't seen, and just make a bucket list.
Well, Red mentioned earlier about Eddie Murphy in his younger days, and Eddie Murphy was fucking spot on back in those days.
He was really popular back then, and now you don't hear too much about anything.
Well, ever since he did that whole incident with the tranny in the car and all that shit, he started losing a lot of popularity. But Eddie was fucking phenomenal back then, and Dan Aykroyd is one of the better straight comedy guys you'll ever see. I love Dan Aykroyd.
It was a good commentary on the times, and it looked at like social problems, and it sort of focused on not the race aspect, but money. Money opens doors. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't matter what color you are. Once you get that fucking money, you get to go to all the places up high that used to have all those locked doors. And as soon as you got the dollars to buy the key,
$1 bet.
Yeah, all over. Yeah, that was the like at the end. It's just like, that it just shines a light on what happens to the ultra wealthy. They just lose touch with reality and just entertain themselves for the.
Yeah, it's such a good movie. It really is. It's got a good. I mean, and it's also, it's definitely not a cornball movie. It's an intelligent comedy, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how it really highlights the thing that money gets you that fucking privilege.
Yeah. No. And it's back then they were making a lot of stuff about Wall Street and stuff like that, and this was a comedy about it, so it was good. Next movie, Meet the Parents.
I haven't seen that one.
I think I might have seen this one.
I've probably seen it in passing or something.
Meet the Parents is decent. It's decent. It spawned Meet the Fockers and it's got some really good scenes in it. De Niro's in it, Ben Stiller. So his name was Gaylord Fokker, Gay Fokker. So anyways, it's okay.
Yeah, I think I've seen this one. Looking at it, it wasn't too standout-ish though.
Yeah, it's considered a classic though. It really is. It was a very, very popular that long ago. Wow. That's a long time ago. The next one is a very good movie. There's Something About Mary. Have you guys seen it?
Mm-mm.
Oh my God, the famous jizz scene. The famous jizz scene in this movie. Hair gel. She grabs he's got sperm in his hand. She grabs it and puts it in her hair.
Well, I have to see it now.
Yeah.
Starring Ben Stiller and Cameron Diaz. Matt Dillon's in it. At the end, Brett Favre does a guest spot. Brett Favre. Yeah. Anyways, it's a good movie. It's really good. It's a really good movie. It's a couple of Franks and Beans. Oh, look, the dude zips his dick and balls up in it. That's fucking funny. Oh yeah. Anyway,
there's common hair gel, dick and balls. It sounds like my movie. I'm great.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's kind of it's funny. The next one, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yes, Robin Williams really just did something special with that movie.
Rip.
Yeah,
this one would be a lot higher on my list.
Yeah, in fact, everything that man touched, I enjoyed. From Mork and Mindy, his stand-up, and everything he was attached to, I would enjoy on some level.
Yep.
Yeah, he was a really talented man.
Yeah.
His comedies were just fucking gold. When he did serious acting roles, he stole the fucking show.
Yeah.
And
I like Robin.
Yeah. But Mrs. Doubtfire was a really, really good story, and how how
it's a
far
good family comedy. Good family comedy.
Well, yeah, and it also shined a light on how when families bust up, it's like how far this man would go to be a part of his kid's life, and it was a good fucking story. Yeah, and the prosthetics, like he must have sat through hours and hours of him fucking shit put on his face.
Yeah.
Just a really all-rounded, just a talented man. And I've spoken to Landon, and Landon actually knew Mr. Williams and spent time with him at certain facilities with telescopes and just talked to the man and didn't talk about business. And Landon assures me that he was a very, very nice, genuine human being.
Jesus, man, who doesn't Landon know? Holy shit.
Landon fucking knows just about everybody, and he even knows people in North Korea. I suspect he probably goes there to hang.
Landon
he actually has
Kim
been there
Jong.
once.
Landon is Kim Jong. The next one, Police Academy.
Ah, yes. Loved every goddamn fucking one of them. Michael Winslow.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn. He's the reason I'll make stupid noises with my mouth. It's a simple. He's the reason I try and fail miserably at beatboxing to this day, and I'm 46 years old, and I'll still walk around going and just spitting over stuff and people, and they just go
walking soundboard, basically.
Yeah, like he's Hendrix to this day. Every time I hear that, we'll hail the king.
Yeah, dude. He did it in one of Cheech Chong's movies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, who was the other guy? One of the lead. Was it Steve Guttenberg? Was he?
Steve Guttenberg. Yeah.
He was solid as fuck. The guy that played Hightower. Every role in there, or every fucking
Bubba Smith.
Yeah, all the cast members just nailed their fucking roles perfectly, and
there was a lot of the sequels too.
Yeah, and they were all pretty fucking good. And the commandant always got the old dude always got a blowjob. You stand at the podium and the first one go.
When I think about Police Academy, I always think about the Blue Oyster Bar, the gay bar. It's definitely it's pretty good. I enjoyed it. The next one, go ahead.
Just the Blue Oyster Bar theme. It's just in my head now. Thanks, boss.
The next one is oh my god, I love it. Life of Brian.
Yes.
Life of fucking Brian.
You're a woman. No, I'm not.
Oh, I'm not. It's awesome. Another Monty Python.
Fucking love those guys.
Yeah,
all of them geniuses.
Life of Brian is awesome. It's. I can't believe it's like it's that low. Well, maybe they're going. I don't know, dude. This just seems weird. I don't know why they do it. Why Life of Brian is so far down the list and Home Alone.
Yeah, right.
I don't know, dude. It's kind of challenging the popularity here.
Is this like adjusted for inflation? Like, what is this based off of? Just like the box office numbers, or like how much it grossed? I
don't really know. It's just it says list by popularity, and that's the one I picked. So
all right.
Well. I don't know how they actually rank it here, but yeah, Life of Brian should be like in the top 10. It's awesome. The next one, Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery.
Yeah, I'm not a Mike Myers guy. Is anyone though?
A lot of memorable things from this movie. A lot of memorable characters.
I'm a fan of Mike. I don't know. I just liked Austin Powers and the whole concept behind it.
The concept was great.
And I found some of the scenes like the Zen, what was it? Was it the steamroller death scene? That really just was so ridiculously dumb. It made me laugh. It was just like the dude. It's like the thing's 30 meters away and he starts screaming. It's like I don't know. It's not for everyone, but I like it. Cornball, shitty, dumb humor.
I like it. I thought it was good. I mean, I'm not gonna say it was the greatest thing, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I laughed.
It was like a really hammed up, glitterized version of Get Smart meets fucking Mission Impossible. Yeah. I don't know. it's such a clusterfuck, but a lot of gorgeous women and glamorous costumes and really funny concepts.
Fat bastard.
Yeah. And so it's just the dumb jokes. I don't know. It worked for me. I liked it.
Next one is Groundhog Day.
Yes.
Bill Murray, bitch.
Yeah. That's in the top 10, that sucker.
Yeah, I liked it.
Got you thinking, it's a lot of humor, and there's some, the sad bits where he's trying to just make that homeless guy's last day. He's trying to do all he can, tries to eventually goes from just buying him a burger to getting him to the hospital to try and save him, and that he starts becoming, it's kind of like it's good medicine for me to remember that movie. It's just you got to remember not to be a cunt.
Yeah,
it's as simple as that.
The next one, I enjoy this movie very much. Would not be put in my top 10, but I love it. It's Bill Murray. Not Bill Murray. Sorry, Robin Williams. The Birdcage. Good movie.
Not seen that one.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, it's him and Nathan Lane. They're a gay couple. Their adopted son, or maybe one of them was actually a biological father, I think. Robin's the actual biological father, and the other one who plays the more female part, Nathan Lane. Gene Hackman's also in it. Their son, Robin and Nathan Lane's son, is getting married to this chick, and her father is a big time politician played by Gene Hackman, who is a really hardcore Republican conservative guy. And so he takes him home and the one who plays the female part, who is very goofy and corny, decides that he's going to play the mom and comes dressed out as a mom. And the whole movie's based on Gene Hackman thinking he's the woman. And it's a funny movie. It's a really good movie. I enjoyed it.
Can't remember seeing that one.
I would suggest him I'd suggest people to watch it. Definitely, I like it. The next movie is an old movie, and I haven't seen it in many, many years, but it is a good movie. It's Some Like It Hot.
Saw that years and years ago.
Yeah, it's starring Marilyn Monroe and Tony Curtis, and Jack Lemmon's in it. Very young Jack Lemmon. It's been so goddamn long since I've seen it. I can't even begin to really fucking critique it any because it's been so long. But yeah, it was, as far as I can remember, it was a good movie.
Yeah, it's a classic, we'll call it.
Definitely a classic. The next one, Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it very much. The sequel could go suck a burning dick in the flames of hell, but the first one is very funny. But the sequel sucks.
Yeah, I did not like the sequel.
That usually happens with sequels that take like a super long time to come out. A lot of times they just end up blowing. Especially
God awful sequel. But the first one was awesome.
Agreed.
Yeah, I like Anchorman. Are you just saying you love things? Picking random things in the room and say, I love lamp. I love lamp. Oh yeah. Now this next one, you've heard me say many times. This is probably my favorite comedy movie of all time. It is The Jerk.
I was gonna be so pissed if this wasn't on here. Yes, The Jerk.
It is my favorite of all time, without a doubt. This is my number one comedy movie.
Steve Martin, man.
Oh, fucking A, dude. I am a huge Steve Martin fan, by the way. And God, I love The Jerk.
He's a musician too.
Oh, he's a multi-talented guy, man.
He can hook into a fucking banjo, dude. He has an atheism song.
Yeah.
As soon as the show's finished, go and watch that song. It'll blow your fucking mind. I don't want to spoil it for you. Dude's got fucking chops. In spades. Like, the guy can fucking play and sing.
And The Jerk is so goddamn funny.
What do you call his dog? Shithead?
Yeah. And in the scene where he finds his rhythm, I got it. It's so fucking good.
It's a weird movie.
It's amazing.
It's weird. But yeah, Steve Martin's one of those people that it's sort of like the Robin Williams. Anything he touches usually turns to fucking gold.
Oh yeah, it's so good. I mean, there's got to be more Martin films on here too. It's got to.
Yeah,
be.
I'm surprised this is the first one we've covered.
Yeah, because I mean, I could name you just about all of his movies that are fucking awesome. But I love The Jerk. Jerk is in. If it's not, it's gonna probably be my number one comedy. Of all of them so far, it's definitely number one. I love it. Fucking love it. The next one's Borat.
Nah, I fucking hate that character. I hate Sacha Baron Cohen, and the whole premise of Borat was shit. And if Borat or the actor ever approached me doing that shit, I would throw the hardest punch I've ever thrown in my fucking life to try and break his fucking big beak of a fucking nose. That guy is such a prick.
There you go. I didn't like it either.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I didn't like it either. Hello, Landon.
Hey, Leonard. Yeah, he's a really...
Galen, Galen, I seen you in there. I meant to say hey earlier, but I was... Yeah.
Yeah, that was just a bad... I don't enjoy that movie. He's
I don't like it either.
Making money off making other people look dumb when they're drunk. It's like, yeah, that's really fucking hard to do. Congratulations, dickhead. Well done. You fuckstain.
Okay. This next movie is in this list, and I just don't know why.
All right.
Galaxy Quest.
What do you mean? That was fucking
I love Galaxy Quest.
Are you kidding?
No.
That is one of the best sci-fi comedy fucking crossover parody piss takes of all the serious sci-fis out there. It takes the piss out of all of them, and it does it well. And the whole cast was just the story. I fucking loved it. It was great.
That's probably one of my favorite ones.
Well, we're not friends. None of us.
Okay.
Damn.
You're fired from the Morning Wood. We're taking over.
That y'all are just
the Morning
dumb.
Wood with red eye.
Y'all are just dumb. You do realize that, right? Y'all just dumb. No, you can definitely like what you like. I just don't get it. It just didn't work for me at all. It just did not. I mean, is it like one of the movies I hate? No, but I just didn't get it.
You're not a huge sci-fi fan. Like, you're not a Trekkie.
Yeah, you have to be like a huge sci-fi fan to really
I like
appreciate
sci-fi,
it.
but I just
think you're not a Trekkie. You're not a Babylon 5 fan, like a hardcore fan. You watch them
because even the Trekkies consider like Galaxy Quest like a Star Trek movie. When I was at the convention, they made that like their 7th favorite Star Trek movie out of all of them, even though it's not even one of them.
Well,
Galen says so. Well, it is for me, Galen, because I haven't seen or Arizona. I haven't seen any of those movies. All I'm saying is, as a sci-fi parody comedy piss take, it's fucking great. Because if you go and watch Star Trek, any of the Star Treks or the Star Wars, Babylon 5, all of those things, it'll touch on them.
Yeah,
it's well done.
Like we said earlier, comedy is so subjective.
Yeah.
And you like I just don't get it though. I just did not get it. It didn't strike me on my funny bone. Let's just say that. The next one is okay. It was goofy. Don't understand why it's on the big list. Road Trip.
No.
Yeah. Wouldn't buy on DVD.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, I watched it. It was good for a few chuckles. But yeah, other than that, no, I wouldn't. I mean, no, I wouldn't pick it for a movie night ever.
Yeah.
The next one, same. I feel the same about the next one. These last couple ain't impressed me much. Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. Yeah.
Wouldn't buy on DVD, and actually wouldn't waste fuel driving to my friend's place if they said, "Hey, we're going to watch Harold and Kumar." I go, "Yeah, I'll be right. Going to stay."
Yeah, it's. I mean, there was a good for a few chuckles. That's it. The next one, I loved it. Wayne's World, party time, excellent. Love Wayne's World, love it. And I'm not a huge fan of the sequels of this one either, but at least the sequels didn't absolutely fucking blow on this one. But Wayne's World is good. The original skit from Saturday Night Live was awesome.
anything that features guitars as a centerpiece of the movie, it's like I will be paying attention. That's why I like Andrew Dice Clay's movie, and I like that movie because it's good, great, entertaining, great comedy.
Yeah, entertaining. Absolutely. I was entertained. The next one, MASH. Absolutely.
MASH, the movie.
Yeah, MASH, the movie.
I have seen that. That's right.
Yeah. MASH is decent. MASH is decent.
It's different actors playing all the characters, in the movie compared to the TV series, but it's still
pretty
run.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen the movie. I've seen the TV series though.
Yeah, the TV
very
series
enjoyable
is a
show.
very long running series too. Boy, it was I liked it. I definitely like MASH. The next one I didn't like. I loved Young Frankenstein. Love it.
Yes, that's that's probably my favorite Gene Wilder movie.
Gene Wilder was fucking excellent. This Young Frankenstein is just fucking hilarious.
Again, Mel Brooks.
Yeah, Mel Brooks is a fucking god, dude.
Brooks is another one with a gift of just Midas touch. Anything he touches just turns to gold, and it's some of like History of the World for me. Part 2 is one of my favorite movies that he's ever been involved with. That was just, if you haven't seen that, that's old, but holy fuck, it's funny.
What do you think about Beverly Hills Cop?
Fucking loved it. Loved them all.
Yep.
Murphy nailed it. I enjoyed the story and the ride and the comedy. It was like the whole thing.
I liked it. I was entertained by it. Don't know if I'd say I'll just pick it for a movie night. I don't know if I'd ever think about that movie. But yeah, it's okay. I liked it.
Yeah, I reckon a weed and pizza night, you could tolerate a Beverly Hills Cop triple header.
Yeah.
Have
you guys seen it?
I might have seen it. I'm not sure.
It's pretty decent. I mean, it's okay. It's not, I wouldn't put it, but yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Now, the next one is very good. This is Spinal Tap.
Ah, fuck yeah, dude. That's just like spontaneous fucking combustion of drummers. The shit that the fucking thing of
the Black Album.
Or the Black Album, Metallica. Yeah, that was Metallica.
Metallica stole it.
But the whole thing of what's the Stonehenge? But did you see the thing of Stonehenge? They wanted to get a stage set built like a full size Stonehenge, and the idiots have done it like a couple of inches.
Yeah. And then they get trapped in that bubble. I love the scene where they go to Memphis, go to Graceland.
Yeah, there's like I've got a Marshall amplifier poster, and it actually has Nigel Tufnell. And they made amplifiers. They made a series where the things go up to 11. It says, now it goes up to 11. That's one louder, isn't it? That's what he's pointing to the fucking knob with the extra number on there. They actually marketed that shit.
Yeah, I loved it. Fucking loved that movie, dude.
It's Metallica.
I would watch it right now if it was on. I'll be honest. That's one of those movies that I would definitely, like, if people are saying, I've seen it 100 times, and people say, hey, we're gonna have a party and watch Spinal Tap. Okay, I'm coming. I love that movie. Fucking love it.
Yeah, and some of the music in it's quite fucking unforgettable too.
Oh, dude, the whole movie is just excellent. It is really, really good. Yeah, music's good. The next one, very, very good movie. And I know I piss a lot of people off when I say this, but the sequel, disappointing. But the original, amazing. And it is Clerks.
Yeah.
I love Clerks. Clerks was fucking great. It was something. It was different. It was kind of original for its time. Kevin Smith really showed how good he was as a director in this movie. It's phenomenal. And then they ruined it with a sequel. They fucking ruined it.
I didn't mind the sequel. It wasn't probably
First off, they didn't shoot it in black and white. Why didn't they shoot it in fucking black and white? That just disappointed me.
That was
one.
Camera this time,
but that was what was. to me, that was one of the draws about Clerks. It was done in black and white. And my favorite scene is it was up on the rooftop, the football scene. I love that shit. Yeah, I love Clerks. Clerks is a great movie. I'm not a fan of the sequel. But
a lot of these, it's just like the sequels never pan out. I don't even know why they do it at this point.
Yeah, in most cases, they don't. But sometimes you get a lucky one.
Yeah, occasionally you'll get a sequel that's actually better than the first, and that's always a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, I really do enjoy, really do enjoy Clerks. No, that's a good movie. The next one, Annie Hall. There you go. I haven't seen Annie Hall since I was a kid.
Oh, seen it at all.
It's Woody Allen. It's okay. I'm not the biggest fan of Woody Allen. I'm just not. But Annie Hall's okay. That movie is 40 years old though. It came out when I the year I was born.
God damn.
Yeah, it's an old movie, and it's okay. It's okay. The next one, A Fish Called Wanda.
No.
Vaguely remember. I've seen it, but I just can't remember most of it. It's been a long time.
Yeah, I think I might have seen that too.
I just
don't remember it.
I do remember the movie, but I cannot tell you the truth if I've seen it or not. I don't know. I know the movie, but I don't know if I've seen it.
Yeah.
So I can't give an opinion on it because I don't know. The next one I can give an opinion on. Revenge of the Nerds, absolutely.
Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've had this discussion a lot of times. Which is better, Revenge of the Nerds or Porky's? I say Porky's, but Revenge of the Nerds is pretty awesome.
Yeah, they're both sort of just good franchises. I enjoyed them both for different reasons, but
yeah,
you know,
they're both enjoyable. Yeah.
You had Ogre, and it's like one of the best moments in I remember in the Revenge of the Nerds when you see that big fucker put on some glasses and become one of the nerds at the end. It's like that was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was good. Revenge of the Nerds, Booger, I like Booger.
And Poindexter and all those fucking characters, and just
the next one, by God, amazing. Up in Smoke. Up and fucking
Smoke. Fuck yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
Cheech and motherfucking Chong, seen them all several hundred times.
Dude, yeah. If you've seen this movie, you pick 100 fucking scenes that are just awesome. One of my favorites is when they ask for his license. I think it's back on the back of the car, man. How's my driving for? I think we're parked, man. It's just fucking great, dude. You took the most acid I've ever seen anyone take before. It's so fucking good.
It's like, there's just so many scenes in that. I can't remember if it's Up in Smoke, but she has like some chick, she does a line of Drano, and then she just starts wigging the fuck out for like a minute. And it's just, human. I didn't know human beings could do that, but apparently,
Yeah,
it's.
Dude. The reason, it was so good because like you said, with so many memorable scenes, and they were just like back to back. Each scene was memorable.
Yeah.
I think my favorite scene is when the fucking cop walks up to the truck and he's sitting in his lap.
Yeah, gets high. Yeah.
I like when the sniffer dog, the van drives away and they just see the sniffer dog's hair upside down, fucking legs sticking up in the air. That was pretty good. It's just all of the scenes, just like the whole idea of smuggling the product over, but not in bales, but they're making it into items like TVs, and that was the whole premise. Is they're turning this stuff into TVs, electrical items. We got to keep an eye, and the next thing was the whole goddamn vehicle was made out of it, but they didn't. Yeah.
Oh, it's good. What's the song you sung at the end?
Earache. Was it earache? Is it earache in my eye?
Yeah.
My papa's talking to me. He tell me how to live. But I don't listen to him. I had it like a sieve. Yeah. Good song.
Fucking great.
I think that's called Earache in My Eye, I do believe.
Yeah, it's awesome. The movie's awesome. Fucking A. The next one, here's one I haven't seen. Because I don't think I'd want to see it. I just never had interest in seeing it. My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
I've
Never
actually
seen
seen
it.
this one.
I've
It's
seen that
all
one.
right.
Yeah, I
And I'm
just thought it
assuming
was
that you-
okay.
Also, you have seen it. Okay.
Oh, I have seen it. It just, I don't know. I don't remember laughing too much during it, but it was okay. I think I saw it just like when I was way too young for it.
Yeah. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. Have you any other guys seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it. It's all right. It wasn't. I don't remember it being that funny, but I do remember finding it entertaining.
Okay.
Yeah, it's entertaining, definitely. I don't remember laughing too much during it. I think though it is a popular movie, so I can see why it's on the
Yeah,
list.
but I don't think it's good though if you're not laughing during a comedy.
Yeah, I know. That's why I feel like a couple of these like are on here just because they're popular movies,
That's
but
like
they're
a,
not popular comedies.
yeah, it's like a borderline comedy, like
Yeah, it's a rom-com, right?
sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I haven't seen it, so I don't have an opinion. Next one, Anger Management. Adam Sandler and Jack Nicholson.
Now, a lot of people don't like this movie, but this is actually probably my favorite Sandler movie.
Really? Okay. I've seen it. I don't really recall a lot about it.
Jack Nicholson's pretty great in that film. I thought their dynamic was really nice, but
I like Jack. I don't really know a lot about the movie. I've seen it. It's been a long time, and just can't really recall much about it.
there's that fucking scene where he keeps asking the stewardess to give him headphones, and she won't give him the fucking headphones. So finally, he like taps her on the arm. He's like, "Hey, can I just have my headphones?" And they start like getting pissed at him. They're like, "Sir, calm down." He's like, "I am calm. I just want my fucking headphones."
I remember this much. I remember thinking that Nicholson was kind of creepy in the movie. I think.
Oh yeah, his character
Yeah.
was creepy for
Yeah.
sure. That's just Nicholson though. He's always pulling
Yeah.
faces and shit.
Yeah. Okay. The next one, The Naked Gun from the Files of Police Squad.
Yeah,
I
it's
loved
like
that movie.
Yeah, that's another Leslie Nielsen film. Funny.
That
Uh,
one would probably be in my top 5.
They had some dude who would leave you, would literally kill the audience in the movie. I heard he left a couple dead in the driveway one time.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, I'm white and fat.
Yeah, we just got a phone call from the lawyers, and they just went, "Yeah, nah, mate."
OJ should have used the ambient defense.
Yeah, dude.
God damn it, that's another 20.
It's a good movie though. It's funny. It's goofball, cornball comedy, and they don't try to give it to you any other way than cornball, and that's what it is.
Yeah, and that was based on the show Police Squad, wasn't it? From the Files of Police Squad.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, come and look at OJ before he became a fucking complete fuck up.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. The next one, Raising Arizona.
I can't remember that. I've seen it, but
Nicolas Cage and Holly Hunter, where they kidnapped that kid. It's been a long time since I've seen it.
and hold on, I think I'm remembering the plot now. Nicolas Cage just runs around pulling crazy faces the whole movie.
Yeah, that's every film Nicolas Cage is in. It's a good movie though. I liked it. The next one, I don't know this movie. I just don't know it. Rat Race.
No.
I haven't seen it.
I don't know it. Amy Smart, Whoopi Goldberg. I don't know it. So we'll move on to the next one. Team America, World Police.
Yes. Well, quite possibly the best fucking puppetry movie you'll ever see.
Good movie.
I was laughing so much at the cinema that people were turning around and looking at me, and then I'd just look at them and just go, "It's fucking funny. Don't look at me. Watch the screen, you dickhead." Kept laughing. Because I was a huge fucking Thunderbirds fan when I was a kid. So when I saw these puppets, like the vomit scene where he just keeps vomiting and vomiting and vomiting, and there's so many memorable fucking just dumb, over the top, stupid scenes in that movie. It's brilliant.
The vomiting scene is great.
Yeah, it really is, and and the way that it's like ducka ducka, jihad, ducka ducka,
ducka,
fatwa, ducka ducka. It's like, fuck.
Yeah, it's funny. It's very funny.
It really didn't take itself seriously, and the fucking fight scene. You're expecting this really high tech thing, and they just go, we're going real simplified with this, and they just get the puppets and start clanging them into each other. And I'm like going,
yeah.
I was actually expecting something like a semi CGI fight scene where they did something special, and they really nailed it with just making the puppets do the spaz out for a fucking, then they'd part for a second, then fly back, and fucking awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Really funny.
The next one I don't know. I mean, I've heard of it, but I don't know. It's a Mad World. It's a Mad World. 1963. I don't know. I don't know the movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
The next one I have seen came out the same year as the Mad World. The Pink Panther.
Peter Sellers, yes, and that movie, Inspector Clouseau. Yeah, fucking awesome.
Yeah, good movie.
Who did the modern version of it? Who was the actor? Was it
Steve Martin? Wasn't it?
It was Steve Martin.
Yeah,
was too. There you go.
Yeah,
and both versions are fucking like Sellers was really fucking good. He was such a bumbling fuck up.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know. Look here, I'm sitting there saying I'm a Martin fan. I don't think I've ever seen the Martin version.
I enjoyed he did two. The second one was kind of crap, but I liked the first one.
But now the next one is a Martin film, and I've seen it a million times because I love it. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
I knew you were going to say that as soon as you said I've seen it a million times.
Yeah, because I talk about this movie all the time. I love this movie. I love this movie.
Ladies, if you want to make Pimp happy, get him a DVD pack that has Scarface and fucking Planes, Trains, and Automobiles and some erotic massage oils, and you might get lucky that night, ladies. I'm just telling you.
Yes. Yes, goddamn it. Yes. This movie is amazing. John Candy, Steve Martin. Such an amazing duo in this movie.
They're both very talented people.
And a lot of comedies after that base, around that movie. A lot of movies have done similar style based on Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. It's just a really good movie. It's phenomenal. Yeah. The next one is Death at a Funeral. I have seen it. It's okay.
Haven't seen it.
It's Chris Rock, Martin Lawrence, the little midget from Game of Thrones is in it.
What was his name? I can't remember.
His name is it's Keith David? No, that ain't it.
I don't remember. I'd know it if I heard it.
Yeah. Anyways, it's okay. The next one, Best in Show. I have seen it. It didn't impress me.
No, I
haven't seen it.
It's about a dog show. It's a comedy based around that. It's okay. I mean, it's not horrible. It's not. The next one I have not seen. The Producers. I know about it.
I know about it.
It's Gene Wilder. Yes, Gene Wilder movie. I have not seen it though.
Neither have I.
I've
been meaning to see that movie because somebody recommended it to me, but I haven't watched it yet.
It's been recommended to me a million times. It's supposed to be great. I've never seen it.
It's got Gene Wilder, so it's at least that good.
Yeah. Next one, South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I think most people have seen that.
Yes, South Park. They definitely have made their mark in pop culture.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. Next one, History of the World, Part 1.
Yes.
Love that movie.
Yes.
Again, Mel Brooks.
The opening scene is just like, I was fairly young when I saw this one, and the opening scene was just the funniest thing. It was like, it depicts like apes standing upright, and then the next thing they do is they just start fapping. Sums up human race perfectly. It's the evolution of man. It's like goes from from this thing to upright ape, and then it just touches its crotch and starts fapping.
Yes.
We pissed Galen off with not seeing the fucking producers, man.
Well, so.
Oh well.
I haven't seen it.
Needs more spaceships. I probably would have seen it then.
No, I just haven't.
Oh yeah, either right.
And I've heard, like I said, I've heard a million things about it.
I will watch it at some point.
I've never watched it. I don't know why. The next one I could live without. City Slickers.
It wasn't bad. What's the older actor's name again? Jack? Was it Jack Palance?
Yeah, Jack Palance.
Yeah, he was pretty fucking cool, dude. Yeah. Like he had that voice where he was like, yeah, he's kind of had that command presence in his voice, that old dude. But I didn't mind the movie. It wasn't horrible. It was just, wouldn't buy it on DVD. There you go.
Yeah. But no, what other ones did I not say? I've seen most of these movies. There ain't but a few that I haven't seen. But producers, I'll watch it. I will watch it one of these days. I just hadn't seen it. Man, City Slickers is okay though. Yeah. Next one. Now this one I know. Modern Times.
I haven't seen that one.
Charlie Chaplin.
Oh, might have seen fragments of it, but just not the whole thing in one go.
I think I have seen just about everything Charlie Chaplin was in. Now I can't tell you which movies, because it's been so long since I watched them. But yeah, Charlie Chaplin was fucking funny. I loved it. I love those movies. Love them. The next one, I'm not sure. I know I've seen this, but I cannot put it in my head. The Money Pit.
No.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks, Shelley Long, Alexander Goodenough. I don't know, dude.
I recognize the name.
Is that where they buy the wreck of a house and it's just cost? Yeah, and they just and the repairs it's a cascade of clusterfuck errors and not bad. Tom Hanks is a pretty fucking decent actor. Can do some serious drama through to comedy. He can deliver the goods.
Yeah. Okay, the next one's Christmas Story. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the movie.
Yeah, I love it.
Like, it's so overplayed that,
Yeah, it's just good though. I like it. I like it a lot. The next one, Cheech and Chong's next movie.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. It was good. I'm just a huge fucking fan of Cheech and Chong.
Yeah. There's two movies I'd really recommend to see that put them in a different light. Well, one of them doesn't, but the other, the Coruscant brothers.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen that, they're twins and they feel each other's sensation. So let's just say one of them's getting tortured at the same time while the other one's getting laid by a hot maiden. Yeah. So the dude in bed getting banged by the hot maiden starts screaming in pain while the dude that's getting tortured basically starts fucking moaning in pleasure. And that's the whole, it's one of the weirdest, funniest scenes I've ever seen. And I just watch the Coruscant brothers because it will put Cheech and Chong in a new light. It's not the best movie you've ever seen, but it shows that they were onto something. They had a really good original concept for a comedy, and they followed through and delivered the goods. And the other one's Nice Dreams. If you haven't seen that, that's where they have the weed that turns people into fucking iguanas. That's fucking funny.
Way to talk about two movies that we're not talking about, Red. I'm just fucking with you. It's good. Yeah, those are good. I like them both. The ones you just mentioned, I like them both.
Yeah.
Get Shorty's the next one.
Yep. Thumbs up.
It's decent. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. I like it. You guys seen it?
No.
Yeah, it's got Gene Hackman, Rene Russo, Danny DeVito, John Travolta. It's a pretty decent movie. The next one, bad. Yeah.
You froze up there. What'd you say?
Bad Santa.
Bad Santa. Yeah.
That's another one. Sequel sucked dick.
Yeah, the sequel.
Yeah, the sequel was terrible.
And the first one was okay.
Yeah,
it's not amazing, but it definitely had its moments for me.
The Meaning of Life is the next one. Yep.
Thumbs up.
Again, anything about those people are awesome. So anyway, the next one, I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. There you go. Have you ever seen I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker?
I haven't seen that one.
Oh my God, there's some scenes in that movie so fucking hilarious. It's a Wayans brother. Again, it's Wayans movies. It's funny. It's funny. There's a scene where he's gonna give it his hot chick, and she first takes her eyelashes off, then her wig off, then takes a leg off, and it's just yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's pretty funny. The Gods Must Be Crazy. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but I have seen it.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool movie. Like it was, I saw it when I was fairly young. I should probably watch it again, and I'd get a lot more from the movie. But
yeah,
it's
been so long since I've seen it. I hate to critique it. But anyways, it's good. It's good.
It's a classic. Yeah.
Yeah. The next one is another classic. See No Evil, Hear No Evil. Richard Pryor, Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
The duo right there, man.
Yeah, dude, that's a funny fucking movie too. It's hilarious. The next one, the Kentucky Fried Movie. Yeah.
Oh, thank you for fucking mentioning that. If you've never seen it, you need to see this shit. It's like skit comedy, one of the first, and it's like got things like Catholic schoolgirls in trouble. It's got the rabbi and the black chick. She's the fucking hitman, and he's like helps out. There's so many fucking skits in that thing. The stunt guy was the funniest thing. Has this little white dude walks up. He says, "Here we have such and such stunt man." He walks up to this. It's like a 44-gallon drum with a fire, and there's 4 big black dudes warming their hands around. And he walks up, puts his helmet on, just stands amongst them, looks at them, and just screams out, "Niggers!" and then starts running. And then yeah. If you haven't seen that movie, fucking see it. It is one of the first movies I saw that I just went, "Oh my God!" And it's got boobs in it. It's one of the first movies I saw with boobs, and they're getting smashed into a shower screen in one of the best scenes I've ever seen. I'll leave it at that.
The next one's Ruthless People. Good movie.
Yes.
Good movie.
Classic.
Yeah, good movie. I'm trying to get through them now because we ain't got much time left. Yeah. So I bet the Ruthless People are good. Have you guys seen it? I know Red
Yes.
Eye.
Bitch made right now. I never seen a movie.
It's a good movie. It's starring David Zucker, right? Zucker brothers or whatever. Stars Bette Miller. Sorry, Bette Miller. The Zucker brothers. Jim Abram, the Zucker brothers, one that directed it. Okay. I don't know why I said starring. Bette Miller, Danny DeVito, Judge Reinhold. I don't know the other person. But anyways, they're good. It's a good movie. The next one, fucking classic. The Odd Couple. Jack Lemmon, Walter Matthau. I fucking love the movie.
Yes. Thumbs up.
Yeah, dude, that's a great movie. Great movie. Yeah, I love it. Arsenic and Old Lace is the next movie. It's a very old movie. It's a Cary Grant movie. I've seen it. It's been many, many, many years ago. Good movie.
Haven't seen it.
I enjoyed it quite a bit, actually. I remember seeing it when I was a kid. It was a good movie. Stir Crazy, absolutely.
Yep. Thumbs up.
Gene Wilder again. I mean, Gene Wilder has been some great movies, and Richard Pryor, of course. This movie is this is the one where he's we're going to prison for 127. I'm gonna be 127. Yeah, Richard Pryor's so fucking hilarious. I love that movie. The Generals, the next movie. Now I don't know. This is 1926. I have never seen this movie.
26. Goddamn.
Yeah, I've not seen this one. Yeah, I don't know it. The next one, here's some. He's getting some old ones now. Duck Soup, 1933. I do recall seeing this movie at one point. I can tell you, it's a Marx Brothers movie. It's a Marx Brothers. Groucho, Harpo, Chico and Zeppo, and it's yeah. It's been a long, long time, but yeah, I remember seeing it. Everything you always wanted to know about sex, but were afraid to ask. This came out in 1972. So Woody Allen.
Nope.
I don't think I've ever seen a Woody Allen movie.
Really? Well, some people live by Woody. Some people, like myself, can take it or leave it.
Yeah, I know he's got a really loyal supporter base.
Yeah, and I mean he's not bad or nothing. I'm taking it or leave it with Woody. Nice Dreams. There you go.
Excellent.
Yep. There you go. It's a decent movie. It's a decent movie.
Yeah. Good stoner humor.
Yeah. Now the next one is this is the original guys. Nutty Professor. 1960. Jerry Lewis. Nutty Professor.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
Great movie. Funny.
Thank fuck they mentioned Jerry. Jerry in his day. And who was his off kick? Was it
Mark?
the guy that used? Yeah, and he ended up being in all the fucking movies with Sammy Davis Jr. in what were those fucking the movies? Is it the
I know what you're saying.
Gumball Rally?
Yeah.
He was in those movies with Sammy Davis. That's right.
Yeah. But the original Nutty Professor's guy, I didn't really care for Eddie Murphy's version.
Yeah, it was just weird.
Yeah, look, oh mate, the way he portrayed that character that's just classic.
Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. You fucking A.
It's
amazing. It's great. Abbott and Costello was fucking phenomenal, dude. Some old school comedy right there. It's just hard to beat. Road to Morocco. I have seen it.
Haven't seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's an old movie. Came out in 1942. It was starring Bing Crosby, Dorothy Lamour, and I don't know the other dude, Anthony Quinn, I do believe. Let me make sure. Yeah. So yeah, it's a good movie though. The next one is Disorder in the Court.
I haven't seen that.
It's Three Stooges movie, man. Yeah, it's fucking funny, phenomenal movie. Three Stooges are excellent. I remember laughing so much at these motherfuckers when I was a kid, dude. It
used to show me their reruns.
Yeah, dude. It's just it holds up. I mean, the Three Stooges were so brilliant that they hold up to the day, and loved it. That shit that they try to pull. That they made about the Three Stooges years later. Yeah.
That was fucking ridiculous. Like, you can't replicate that. I'm sorry. You can try all you want. It's never going to happen.
Yeah. The next one's The Music Box. Laurel and Hardy movie. Another great fucking duo. If you don't know nothing about Laurel and Hardy, look it up, man. YouTube that shit. You'll be highly entertained.
They're the silent film guys, right?
No, they weren't silent.
No, I haven't seen it.
It was they were back in the day you had a couple of acts like this, the skinny guy and the fat guy. Well, but now in most cases the skinny guy. No, wait a minute. Laurel or the skinny guy was quiet in Laurel and Hardy, right? Yeah. So the skinny guy was quiet, but the fat guy talked all the time.
I recognize the dudes, but I don't think I've seen any of their films.
It was funny. They're funny guys. Really great team. The last one, It's a Gift. I do know this movie, but I can't get it in my head.
What year?
It was in 1934.
I definitely
I can't connect it in my head, but yeah, I've seen it. I know I've seen it. Wow, we did get through all 100 movies.
Good shit.
I didn't think we was going to be able to get through all 100 movies. This was all. Now, look, if I didn't mention movies that you guys like, it wasn't my list. It was a list on IMDb popularity, popular movies. So, yeah.
Fucking Home Alone was above Monty Python.
Yeah. It was above all the Monty Pythons.
Like, what the fuck?
But anyways, what is your favorite Monty Python?
Holy Grail, of course.
Yeah. Holy Grail and Life of Brian run a close fucking race, though. But yeah, Holy Grail.
Yeah, Holy Grail for me as well.
So we got 10 more minutes. This is how we do it. Now it's time for Q&A and tips. If you have questions, by the way, also check out Galen's recommendations in the chat room. He always gives great recommendations. Check out everybody's recommendations, but check out Galen's recommendation. He gives great recommendations. He knows a lot of movies. I know a lot of movies, but there's just some I hadn't seen. I've seen most.
Yeah, you had pretty much everyone on that list except for a few.
Yeah, it was a few I didn't get to see. I didn't watch, but I've seen a lot of movies, but there's a couple I haven't watched. But I definitely would recommend. Yeah.
Well, let's quickly touch on the new Muppets movie coming out because I am so fucking keen to see that. That looks like Meet the Feebles, but an American version of a Muppets cop show. And I've seen the shorts of it so far, and the trailer I've seen, I was just like going, I want to buy the DVD.
Is that the R-rated one that's coming out?
Yeah, and Sesame, the folks that produced Sesame Street actually took them to court to stop them to try and stop them using any mention of the word Sesame Street, and the judge went, I'm pretty sure that adults and kids alike are going to be able to tell the difference that this is.
Yeah.
And they say this isn't the Sesame Street that you remember as from when you were a kid. And there's quite literally a scene where there's two Muppets banging, and then the dude pops his cookies, and it's like that fucking, I don't know, that crazy glue or whatever, that weird foam is. It's fucking awesome. Get on YouTube, watch the trailer.
There was a classic piece of comedy that came out over the weekend. It was G-Man Confesses. Did I say that on Twitter? Oh my God, dude.
I can't believe he confessed.
Finally. I can't believe he talked about that.
That's so scandalous, dude.
What did he actually confess to? Can we talk about it here, or is it too risque for YouTube?
Well, there was a certain dude who died on a cross that apparently touched our friend on private parts. That's all I can say.
Wow.
But if you go to my Twitter, I felt this. He didn't want to release it, but I found it, and I released it.
Yeah,
God
you have a source that sent it in.
Yeah, and if it happens to sound like me talking, it's not me.
It doesn't sound like you at all. It sounds like
yeah, it's G-Man.
That's what G-Man sounds like when he's high on a certain substance that Roseanne sort of blew her career.
Yeah. G-Man was on Ambien.
Another $20.
And I was on Special K, so.
Yeah. And NyQuil?
Yeah. And, yeah, dude. So, anyways, I thought I was just fucking around. I came across it, and I was like, I'm going to fuck with this dude for a minute.
Wait a minute. Are you saying it's not G-Man?
It is G-Man.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Hey, yeah. I was getting worried.
You notice I didn't put that shit on YouTube, though, because I know I'd get kicked out.
We're not saying that it's G-Man, but we're pretty sure that it was G-Man.
I mean, it's him in the video.
Yeah. There may be one of a certain other individual coming out soon. I don't know.
Oh, no.
I'm talking about Galen. I'm going to find some Galen's old videos and voice dub it. I thought about doing a lot of people, honestly. I thought about just going around just doing a lot of people. It's not really trying to be insulting. It's just be fucking with people, being a goofball. Yeah. Can we talk about VidCon for a minute? Yes, let's do it. I'm not really asking you guys. This is my fucking show. I'll talk about what I want to. Did you say yes? Did you actually try to give me permission? Marshall, you fucking piece of shit.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but this is now my show.
Oh, okay. Well,
I thought Red took it over.
I'm sorry, Mr. Manson.
Yeah, you were fired about an hour ago. Jesus, that didn't go well.
I can whoop both y'all.
What about... I know you've been bar fighting. Why don't you just come out and say you're missing a tooth, your eyes all fucked up? Why don't you just tell the audience what's really been going on?
It doesn't like I had to help me that. I mean, eyes all fucked up, tooth missing.
You know the first rule about Fight Club, you can't talk about fucking. Oh, God damn it!
You just fucked up. Fuck. But anyway, I am excited for VidCon. I'm leaving in about 13 days. Very excited. There is a little special stream I will be doing about 5 days before I go. I'm actually going to pack on stream to please all my people that always ride my ass like Raising Girl and Red Eye.
taking bets on what he forgets to pack.
And Landon's always riding my ass
I'm
about
running
that
the
shit.
book.
See, I have a tendency to wait till the morning I leave to pack.
I do that shit too.
Yeah,
man.
I'm the same. I tried not to, but
I
then
always
it's just like,
forget stuff. I always forget shit though. Like I'll forget a goddamn cord or something. I'll forget something every time.
Yep. I'm making money this time. I'm running a book on it.
But I'm gonna try not to forget nothing this time. So I'm gonna pack early and I'm gonna do it live. When I get back, starting next month, starting in July, from the first Sunday of the month, I will be doing the Patreon only show. And there we can get a little bit more wicked and loose and goofy and do some more things, do some things and
I'm gonna watch bestiality porn.
Yeah, we ain't gonna be doing that.
I'm gonna do the helicopter live on stream.
Yeah, but it'll be fun. So that if you're a Patreon, what I think that perk is what, $5 and above. I think that perk. I think it's the perk.
It is now.
Yeah, I think that's the perk. But yeah, if you're on that perk and above, we'll do the Patreon only show. Also, pretty soon we'll be releasing a calendar, a Google Calendar with it'll have when I'm going to upload regular videos, when on the morning wood. Also, planned streams. I will be releasing that on the calendar where you'll know when Pimpmunk is on YouTube. You don't have to have YouTube alerting you. You'll know because you'll have the calendar if you subscribe to the calendar. Also, make sure you follow me on Facebook and Twitter because I'm starting to upload there some because I'm trying to get it more avenues than just YouTube because we all know about YouTube. So we're.
Did you see the latest about what happened with Bering? Bering ended up getting his channel back because it turns out that the thing that they struck him down for, if you go and look on the AdSense page, guess what Google and YouTube got on their advertisers list? The very product that brought these people undone. Now, I think we need to maybe go back to Trusted Flagger and say, hey, listen, you just did it for Bering. Show us where... What we should do is look for Kratom on that AdSense list, and if we can find it, you're in the fucking clear, and they have to give you your channel back.
I'm seeing a lot of people, starting to get a few of them back, but there's a lot of them that can't. I'll be one that can't, but I'm gonna keep trying though. We'll keep trying. Yeah.
Well, it's a possible way out of this fucking problem, but that's insane that they are fucking people over.
Yeah.
And it's stuff that they are putting out as okay to advertise. It's like this is part of our AdSense fucking program. Here's the fucking thing that and then you sign up to it and then they strike your channel. It's like, what in the fuck?
I'm not surprised by anything they do anymore. I'm just waiting for the fucking replacement.
Yeah,
waiting for it.
We need some tips, man. We need some tips from your Patreons. That's what we need. That's what we need. Because we ain't had no tips in a couple of days. It's been a minute. We need some, my God. We need new Patreons. So if you can, please do. Perks are coming. All that good shit. And Red Eye is still gay.
I'm heterosexually challenged.
Yeah.
Had this discussion.
But so make sure you guys check all that stuff out and make sure you if you want to take part of the Patreon show, make sure you are a Patreon because you won't get to see it unless you're a Patreon. And it'll be like I said, it's more goofy or more loose and whatever. And I guess that's about it, man. It's been a good show today. I've enjoyed today's show very much. I love talking about that stuff. Comedy and movies is awesome. Awesome, I tell you, awesome. Tomorrow we'll be talking about odd, weird, senseless, frivolous lawsuits. And we should be
the best kind of lawsuit.
Yeah. We'll be joined by Maya and Steve McRae will be here also. So that should be fun. That to be fun. And then Wednesday, Landon Knowles is going to be doing some science stuff on here for us. And that's going to be fun. Fun. And then Thursday, I don't quite know, but I'll have something put together for you. But other than that, man, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for joining me. I think you people need to start tipping more because I ain't had no tips and y'all suck. I hope you die. Other than that, I guess that's it. You want to say bye?
Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you, people. I love you.
Thank you for tuning in.